Good afternoon, it's June 3rd, 2025. Mental health is real. Seek help and the stigma. On the news this afternoon. Opposition blasts FCT Minister Wike's 2027 ambition for President Tinubu. Military admits error in air raid on Rivers community. River schools still in poor condition despite rising education budget. Federal government declares public holidays. On the foreign scene, Hamas says over 90 Palestinians killed in Israeli strike while collecting aid. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli with the news. Now, opposition political parties, including the People's Democratic Party, New Nigeria People's Party, and Coalition of United Political Parties, are criticizing the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike after he announced plans to lead President Bola Tinubu's 2027 re-election campaign. PDP's Deputy National Youth Leader, Timothy Osadolo, urged Nigerians to disregard Wike's comment, stating that the party will soon enforce its rules against the minister. He said the FCT minister no longer holds any significant influence within the PDP and expressed confidence that President Tinubu will be defeated. Now, also, a member of the PDP Board of Trustees, Bode George, said the PDP will field a candidate of Southern extraction who must be a member of the party. Now, he said the PDP will not work for the re-election of President Tinubu and questioned the motives of the recent defectors from the PDP to the APC. Bode George also said he will lead the PDP campaign in its search for a presidential candidate both in the 2027 and the 2031 polls. The other statesman also blamed the failure of the PDP to stick with its zoning principle as the cause of its current struggles, stressing, however, that the PDP has resolved to put its house in order. On the spot, the NNPP National Publicity Secretary, Ladipo Johnson, called on the PDP to bring its members under control. He said President Tinubu will be defeated in 2027 despite Wike's endorsement. Johnson added that it is Nigerians who have been enduring hardship that will ultimately determine Tinubu's fate in the 2027 election, not Wike. Also speaking, the CUPP's publicity secretary, Mark Adebayo, labeled Wike as the president's hatchet man, accusing him of working to dismantle opposition parties. He said Wike's support will not prevent President Tinubu's defeat in 2027. But the APC publicity director, Bala Ibrahim, describes Wike as a Democrat who has the right to express his opinion. He defended the FCT minister, saying Wike has a duty to see to the success of the tenure with Tinubu as president and Wike as minister for the FCT. Now, on Monday, during a media chat with journalists in Abuja, the FCT minister Nyesom Wike said he will spearhead President Tinubu's re-election campaign in 2027, directly challenging critics questioning his commitment to the APC when he claims to be a member of the opposition PDP. The FCT minister, who is a former governor of Rivers State, denied supporting the declaration of emergency rule in Rivers State by President Tinubu.
If Mr. President had called me that time, I wouldn't have agreed for state of emergency. So he knows when to leave. He has everything on his paper. I don't know. I have never supported. So the issue of because it's right or not, it does not arise. What I said was that his declaration of emergency was to save the governor because the governor was almost impeached.
He also criticized the former Minister of Transportation, Chibuike Amaechi, over his hunger comment.
It's unfortunate. Of all time, it's your sister's birthday that people are celebrating you. You need to tell lies to Nigerians. You are hungry. 8 years as Speaker of Rivers State House Assembly. 8 years as Governor of Rivers. You never talked about hunger. 2 years you have left office. I'm in coalition because I'm hungry. You're only hungry of power. And that shows failure on his part. How do you look at it? How do you insult Nigerians? How do you trivialize the issue of hunger or poverty? Why do you do that? You're insulting Nigerians. You join the article. You join El-Rufai because you are hungry. Just that you can't stay out of power. That's the hunger.
Recall that last Friday, while commenting on the state of the economy during an event organized to mark his 60th birthday anniversary, Amaechi, a former governor of Rivers State, said he is hungry. Now, moving on, an elder statesman and former deputy governor of Rivers State, Gabriel Toby, says the vision of the founding fathers of Rivers State has been largely realized. Speaking on the 58th anniversary of the state, Mr. Toby told our correspondent that key issues that led to the creation of Rivers State, such as marginalization, underdevelopment, and the need for economic and infrastructural growth, have seen significant progress.
For those of us who have seen it, when we look back from where we are coming from, we must say that there have been a lot of development. But that was mainly the ODRA and the OTAS. But now, over the years, Port Harcourt has met up with Rumuokoro. We're going into Oyibo now. Port Harcourt has extended to Rumuokoro. We also got universities, we got hospitals, and more significantly, the like of us who come from the riverine areas, we never have dreamt of driving into our house. Over the years, governors have now connected the riverine areas, mangrove areas, swamp areas, and we can now drive to those places.
The former deputy governor, however, stressed that more still needs to be done, especially in rural areas where poverty and underdevelopment